The alien Huntress put the sword to his neck. Last word, human. Yeah, your grip is weak. They call her Zheran the Huntress, the most feared warrior of the Trail Dominion, a race bred for conquest. No human had ever defeated her, until she met Captain Ryan Vance of the Earth Defense Corps, a man known less for strength than for his stubborn refusal to die. Captured, the battlefield was still burning when Ryan woke up. Ash, smoke, and the taste of iron filled his lungs. His exosuit was shattered, half buried under debris. Above him stood Zheran, towering, armored, her sword gleaming like liquid silver under the dying sun. Her voice was calm, melodic, and cold. Human captain, you fought well. Die well. Ryan coughed, spitting blood. You always greet people like this, or am I special? Her blade touched his throat. Any last words? He looked up at her, tired, bruised, and grinning like a man who did no fear. Yeah, he rasped. Your grip is weak. The shock. The alien's eyes widened, not at his words, but at what came next. Ryan twisted his head just enough that the sword's edge caught against the rocks beside him. He kicked out with one boot, hard, and the blade jerked from her hand. Zheran leapt back, snarling, but too late. Ryan was on his feet, grabbing the fallen sword with shaking hands. It was too heavy for a human, forged from dense trail alloy, but somehow it didn't burn his palms the way legend said it would. The blade pulsed. Once, then twice, and lit with a crimson glow that wasn't alien light at all. It was human fire. Zheran froze. That sword, it only answers to a true warrior. Ryan smirked. Guess it likes my grip better. The duel. What followed was chaos in its purest form. Zheran attacked, movement swift and precise, but Ryan fought like no trail ever had. Not with perfection, but with instinct. He ducked where he should have blocked, countered with grit instead of grace. Every time her blade met his, the energy of the sword responded. Red against silver, human against alien. She grew frustrated. You fight without form. He grinned through the blood. That's called improvising. A final clash, sparks, heat, and light, and both fell apart in the dust, gasping. When the smoke cleared, Ryan still held the glowing sword upright. The mercy. Zheran stared at him, chest heaving. Finish it, she hissed. You earned your victory. Ryan looked at her for a long moment, then dropped the sword. No. Her brows furrowed. No. He shook his head. I didn't come here to kill another enemy. I came to end this war. She blinked, confused, trembling with exhaustion and pride. Mercy is weakness. He met her gaze. Then maybe that's what makes us strong. For the first time, Zheran saw something in the human's eyes that no trail had ever understood, compassion. And it shook her more than any blade ever could. The awakening. He passed out soon after. When he woke, it wasn't in a prison cell or under interrogation. It was in a healer's tent. His wounds were bandaged, and sitting beside him, silent and still, was Zheran. You should be dead, she said softly. Been hearing that a lot lately. She turned the sword over in her hands. Her sword, now quiet and dim. It refuses me, she murmured. It only glows when you touch it. My people say that means it has chosen its bearer. He stared. A sword chose me? That's weird. Her lips curved, the faintest smile. Or destiny. The alliance. When the Trail High Command learned what had happened, they did not execute the human. Instead, they summoned both warrior and prisoner to the negotiation chambers. Zheran, once a hunter of men, stood beside Ryan and declared before her kind, this human defeated me not through strength, but through honor. If we are to survive, we must learn from them. It was blasphemy. It was courage. It was the beginning of peace. The legacy. Years later, children on both worlds would read the legend of the Huntress and the human, who turned enemies into allies with single act of mercy. In the Museum of Vara Prime, Zheran's sword rests in glass, silent, cold, and waiting. The plaque beneath it reads, Your grip is weak unless you hold with honor. And somewhere among the stars, Ryan Vance still smiles, knowing that sometimes humanity's greatest weapon isn't power. It's the courage to forgive.